What is going on, guys? This is your boy Jess, and today we are going to show you guys how to defeat one of the toughest and most frustrating solo challenges in the game. And this is number 59 out of the Gauntlet, the Atlanta Falcons one, where you have to score 3 TDs in the first half. Now, we're going to go ahead and show you guys our squad and show you guys that we don't have anything special. I could go on ahead and do this on my main account with Tom Brady and Marshall Faulk and all these monsters, but majority of you guys aren't able to have a team like that, so it would kind of be unfair for me to do a solo challenge and then you would be watching like, wait a minute, of course you're going to be able to do this easily. Look at your team. My team isn't like that, so I'm not going to be able to throw 57-yard bombs to, you know, Calvin Johnson with Tom Brady because I don't have them. So nothing special here. So we're going to go back to solo challenges, and this is actually like the second most solo challenge I get asked on how to beat out of all of them. The first one I get asked on how what it is I did to beat is this one right here, the Seattle Seahawks one. Now if you guys want to know how to beat this one, link is in description, but I'm already assuming if you're looking for this video you're already beyond that point. But for whatever reason, if you found this video and you have yet to beat this one, the link to the video on how to beat this one is in the description. So we're going to go on ahead and select this solo challenge. Now there is a defensive restriction on it, which is give 8 points or more and you lose. So we cannot allow 8 points or more or the solo challenge is lost. But thanks to the secret solo glitch, we don't have to worry about that. And if you guys are curious on what that is, link to that is in the description. Now we are going to go on ahead and show you guys all my offensive drives because we're going to do the solo glitch on defense to get the ball back. We're just going to go on ahead and edit that out so you don't have to worry about that. But people are like, okay, when I posted the video on the secret solo glitch, they're like, oh, that helps out a lot. But on the Falcons, how do I score? I'm having trouble scoring on them. And we're going to go on ahead and take care of that for you because of, well, we're going to show you what I did to go on ahead and beat that. So, challenge goes right here. You see, score 3 TDs in one half. The fail conditions is give 8 points or more. But again, we don't have to worry about that. All we have to do is worry about is scoring. And because it is on simulation mode, we have to know how to attack that. And I go over the difference between simulation and arcade in the video of how to beat the Seahawks solo challenge. So if you have already missed that, or again you forgot and you're curious on the difference, I speak about that in the Seahawks solo challenge on how to defeat that. I talk about the differences between the two, and again, link to that is in the description. So first thing you want to do is put blocking on aggressive, and you want to put this on at all times. There are no penalties in Ultimate Team, absolutely none, zero, none. It's been confirmed. So you should never have blocking on conservative or balance, being afraid of a holding call. Now, if you have aggressive blocking on CFM, or if you have aggressive blocking on online head-to-head with regular teams, oh, there are penalties there. You will get called for holding. But on Ultimate Team, there's none, so we don't have to worry about it. Now, I will literally call one play pretty much the entire drive, and it is the gun split close HB wheel. Now, this play is out of the San Francisco 49ers playbook, and this formation is in several playbooks, so by no means do you specifically need the 49ers playbook. But this play I love because it has everything I need in one play. It has 2 zone beaters, which is RB and X. It has 2 man beaters, both on the right side with B and A. Now, our big play is X over the middle on a zone, and we also have check down that is going to beat pretty much any zone except a hard flat. So we're going to look, we're going to make our read, and we're going to beat that man-to-man right there with RB. Now, the biggest advice I could give you guys is to remain patient. Because it's on simulation mode, you can't just go on ahead and score in 1 or 2 plays, which we would all love to do, right? We don't want to sit here and nickel and dime our way and have 15 play drives to score, but sometimes that's just what it takes. You have to take what the defense gives you. And again, because it's on simulation mode, you're not going to throw 45, 50-yard bombs. One, your quarterback is going to overthrow a ton of passes. You're going to drop passes. You know, you're going to get block sheds and whatnot. If it's man-to-man press, like how I see here, well, it may not be man, but if it's press, I like to put B on a drag. So right here, we just have a zone, and we have that right there. It's simple. And we're going to no huddle because we want to go ahead and try and score as quickly as possible. So again, if they are pressed, the B receiver, I put on a drag. But since they're not pressed right here, I'm going to leave them alone. And again, our big play is X. That's the route we want because that's the big chunkage of yards that we're able to get. But if RB is open, I'm just going to hit RB and nickel and dime my way down the field. Like, right, he's wide open. He's completely wide open. Now, I did make a mistake, and I left the Excel clock on at the beginning of the solo. You definitely want to turn that off because you have to score within a certain amount of time. But it obviously helps to have your tight end here with speed because then you can just hit him, you know, all day, every day. So, again, we're going to call the same play here. And since they're pressed, I'm going to put B on a drag. I'm looking at zone. And we definitely want to try and hit X, and it hits off his hands. Ouch. That's what happens on simulation mode. A lot of drop passes. A ton of drop. So get used to that. Again, you want to remain patient, man. Don't want to try and go for the big play all the time. So right here we're looking at zone and just a simple little drag route right there. And we're going to no huddle. So don't be afraid to hit small drags or that table route. It's going to take you 7-8 plays to move the ball downfield, but it's okay as long as you get the job done. Okay, zone again, and we want X, and we got him, and we scored just like that. We noticed we had the step on him. We noticed he outran the hook zone, so we were able to just, the PAT doesn't even matter. We have to score 3 touchdowns. So we were able to beat him over the top just like that. So now we're on defense, and now we are going to do the solo glitch to allow them to score so we do not have to worry about the point restrictions. So we're going to edit that out. That way we don't make this a 45-minute long video, and we're going to go on ahead and see you guys when we get the ball back on offense. So we did the solo glitch to allow them to score, but it did not register whatsoever. So now we are back on offense, and now we're going to call the same plays, and we're going to look for the exact same reads. Our big play is that skinny post over the middle, but we want to make sure that we always have a nice read for, you know, plays, you know, just moving the ball downfield. So because they're pressed, I'm going to put B on a drag. We're going to look. Our B's wide open. And unfortunately, because I started the play on that hash, I didn't have too much running room over there. We run out of bounds. That right there would have been a very, very big gain for us if we were able to stay in bounds. But unfortunately, we were not. So right here, because they are pressed again, we're just going to put B on this drag route. And B is wide open. Again, I could hear myself getting frustrated. Let's relax. We had B open underneath, but yeah, you see what happened. So let's block Y here. Okay, we're going to hit that drag route, and we're going to fumble. So, unfortunately, that doesn't hurt us too much. It just makes it a little frustrating. But we're going to go ahead and do the defensive solo glitch, and we'll see you guys when we get the ball on offense. Okay, so we did that. You guys can see they clearly scored more than 8 points, but because of the solo defensive glitch, it did not register. So back again on offense we go, and again, the last thing you want to do is get frustrated because we end up fumbling. It's raining, it's simulation mode, it's AIDS, we all know this. So again, the last thing you want to do is get frustrated. So back again on offense we go. They're pressing, so I'm going to put B on this drag route. We got our B wide open. This time we actually had more room to run, so we're able to go on ahead and pick up a really good gain right there. So again, we're going to continue selecting the same play, that RB route, unless it's a hard flat. And if you have trouble distinguishing hard flats and zones, then that's a completely different video and breakdown. But hopefully you know the difference, and you know how to read a defense so you can take advantage of the coverage. And you know, we can hit that read all day, every day. But again, it's not big yardage, and that's not what people want, right? People want glitchy plays so they can score in one play and get the solo challenge over with. And unfortunately, unless you have a monster squad, unless you have Antonio Brown and Julio Jones and they can outrun everybody, you're probably going to have trouble doing that. So we're just going to go on ahead and again call the same play. Right about midfield here. B's wide open. Thankfully, we don't fumble this time. So now, because me being the doofus that I am and not turning Excel clock off, I have to no huddle at this point. I have to. I can't allow them to, you know, this clock, you know, just running off so much, so quickly. So we got our zone over the middle, and that's our zone beating route over the middle. We've seen that that was open, so we're going to go on ahead and throw it there. And we're going to go on ahead and look for RB right here. Whoo, man. The boy kind of got baited. Kind of got baited right there. Okay. Put B on a drag.
I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Okay, so right here we got to try and score quickly. I would have so less to worry about if I turned Excel clock off, but because I didn't, have to try and hurry up. I really don't want to run this, especially not on goal line. I'm probably going to get stuffed. Oh my goodness. But I have to try and score quickly because I freaking forgot to turn off Excel clock. Okay, we're going to go back right here. We're just going to look for RB, which should be open. Quickly into flats. And he is. So we're actually going to call a timeout right here. And a great play to score 2-point conversions or score within the 3-yard line is any strong close toss, because they are going to always come out in a goal line formation. And because they're going to come out in a goal line formation, you have plenty of room to the outside, and you should easily go on ahead and score. You see they come out in goal line. All we got to do is hold our blocks for half a second, and we'll go on ahead and score. Or they can miss their blocks. Or that can happen. Yeah, that can happen as well. They can completely miss their blocks. I wish I had turned off Excel clock and I wouldn't have to rush. But nonetheless, we end up scoring, and we are now 1 touchdown away from completing this solo challenge. So again, PAT doesn't even matter. We're just going ahead and we'll miss this. So now, again, we're going. I made that. How? Wow. Okay, so again, defensive glitch coming up, and I will see you guys on offense. We're back at it on offense. Now all we have to do is score a 3rd touchdown here, and solo challenge is completed. So again, you want to remain calm. You don't want to go on ahead and try attacking this, as I did the very first few times I started this. Like, okay, I need to hit 45-yard strikes, you know, really quickly. I'm forcing passes, deep passes, I'm throwing interceptions, and then it's just like, okay, well, that's clearly not the route. The way is to be patient, nickel and dime your way up the field, take the big play if it's there, but always, you know, go from your reads. My first read is always RB. If RB's open, I'm hitting RB immediately. If not, then I'm going to look for X, or I'm going to look for B. But RB is, you know, the main route. Don't be afraid to get 6, 7, 8 yards, you know, a play. Wide open right here. We'll take this. And that's perfectly fine, you know. And again, with the defensive solo glitch, we don't have to worry about giving up points or stopping them on defense, wasting time. We're going to put a drag right here since they're pressing. Drag wide open. And we're actually going to fall down there. So again, because I did not turn Excel clock off, I should have about an extra 2 minutes here. But me being, again, the idiot that I am, I forgot to turn it off before the solo challenge. So this is actually making it tougher for me. So now I have to score, you know, within 2 minutes instead of having about 4 minutes remaining here. But here we go. We got our drag routes. And we're going to no huddle. And again, same play all day, every day. Nothing needs to change. I have every type of beater that I need here. And Dan Marino overthrows the pass on simulation mode. And that is going to happen. Nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about Dan Marino overthrowing a pass. It happens. We're going to go on ahead and let them score, and we'll see you guys on offense. So, as frustrating as that was to watch, I'm sure, we can't allow that to, you know, really make that let us get upset. So, you know, we're still calm. We still believe that we can score, you know, within a minute and a half. All we have to do is just score one touchdown. Throws like that are going to happen. But again, that's my fault. Now I'm looking for the big play because I had Excel clock on and I lost a ton of time with the play clock going all the way to 10 every time I did a no huddle. So that right there was a big factor. If I turned that off, I wouldn't have thrown that interception because I would have, you know, went for the drag. But since I have limited time, I need to look for, you know, bigger plays now. And you see Dan Marino just completely overthrows that pass. And that is why you want to go on ahead and look for RB on this table route and nickel and dime your way up the field, because passes like that are going to happen and you're going to want to break something. You're going to want to break something. Okay, so right there we're going to call our timeout. We found our zone beater over the middle, and thankfully Marino did not overthrow it, put it on the money where he needed to, and we completed the pass. We have one timeout remaining. We're going to hit this RB right here, and again, Marino overthrows it. But, again, this is my fault for having Excel clock on. I should at least have 3 minutes of clock left, but, you know, it is what it is. That one he threw on the money. We got a great block right there, and we're really close to scoring there. So again, we're going to call the same play here. That table route should definitely be good. There's obviously no need to have a deep in route at this point, so I'm going to put a drag whether they're pressed or not.
It's often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
We have our drag. We're going to no huddle. We're going to look for RB, but I noticed that it was a zone that was covered in the flats, but that's our one read we would love to hit right here. And he's going to be open, and challenge completed. So, we remain calm. I definitely started to force passes to X over the middle more than I would have liked to, because I'm an idiot and I forgot to turn Excel clock off. But, as you see, during this game, RB was open 90% of the time. And I'm going to continue going to RB over and over and over again. You have to attack this solo challenge with patience. You do not need extremely big plays to score, thinking you need to score quickly because you have to go on defense, and Lord knows how long that's going to take to try and stop them. You have to get off the field. With the solo glitch, you're going to get the ball back right away, nickel and dime your way up the field. If that route over the middle is there, take it. But you always want to look for RB because that's open majority of the time, and that's constant 5, 6 yards, sometimes 12, 15, 6, 12, 12, 6, 5, 5. Then you hit the drag, 5, 10, 5, 5. Then that post is open, 25, and things like that. You want to remain patient. You want to remain calm. If you want to attack it how I did with that same play, and just do not be afraid of throwing 6, 7 yard table routes. It's going to get the job done. Remain patient, remain calm, don't get frustrated, and just know that unless you have a God squad at this point, you're not going to be able to score in 1 or 2 plays because it's on simulation mode. It's just not going to happen. You're going to overthrow everything. You're going to drop passes. Your guys aren't going to be fast enough, so it's not even worth it. And that's how I attacked it. So if you're like me, you're attacking this solo challenge with trying to score with big plays, not knowing there's a defensive glitch, and not knowing that that simulation mode is going to pretty much stop every big play. But hopefully that helped you guys. If it did, go on ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, man. Greatly appreciate it. If you would do so, we upload Madden content each and every single day. Appreciate the support as always, man. It's your boy GS. We're going to go ahead and be signing out. Peace.